All right, folks, it's time for a buyback red folder update. I know you guys have been waiting on this one. Now, before I get into it, guys, I just want to say a huge shout out to this community, the strength within our Discord community. We just had another Discord meetup. It was fantastic to be able to shake hands, greet the family that we have assembled over there in the investment community, and then just the momentum behind us and where we're going. I couldn't be more excited. And so if you guys are looking to get tapped in, it's all over at my website, zachrichter.com. But folks, let's get right on into it. So we got the valuation models were all released. You guys saw the valuation models range from all the way from a few thousand. Actually, the lowest one is the Anthony Michnick model, which I think is about a $9-10 XRP, something like that. So you got, models all the way from single double digits all the way up to quantum models that are a little crazy, right? We're not supposed to talk quantum. We're not supposed to talk about quadrillions moving into the DLT space. Not something I'm afraid to talk about because last night's this morning's update, I should say, was titled Moving Quadrillions with DLT. And so for me, I'm not afraid to talk about quadrillions coming into this space. I'm not afraid to talk about quantum financial system, right? It's very simple. We have a financial system, we have quantum computers. They are going to merge, right? They are going to come together. And these nodes, whether they're on Starlink satellites or, they're being ran in underground bunkers, sounds crazy. This is all stuff that's been taking place for years that we've been talking about. But let's bring it back to the buyback update, red folder update. So, folks, you guys saw valuation models come out. Now you see the Hinman emails come out. The timing of that release was very nice. Very good work there by the confidential committee. And remember, I just bring this back, as I've been saying the whole time, the confidential committee, not confidential at all. Well, the only thing confidential there is some of the members didn't want to put their name out there for obvious reason. We've gotten so much hate, so much shit's been said about us for just having a conversation with the lawyers, which is what this whole thing was about. Never in my business plan, on my goals, when I'm writing down my dreams and aspirations, was I expecting the Fed to buy my XRP for 50K. That's never what this was about for us. But as a professional, as someone who's investing in this space, it's wise to seek counsel and get advice from legal representatives. We got John Deaton fighting on the front lines. We had a gentleman by the name of Jimmy Valley who's taken a whole lot of crap. But he's, come into this thing and he's just trying to help us protect our assets. And that's what the conversation is about for me. The valuation conversation, completely separate. Does it catch headlines? Do people get offended because someone thinks that there's going to be a quantum financial system and XRP is going to go to 100K? Yeah, people get offended by that. And why does that affect you? Why does that bother you? There's people out there that think that Bitcoin was going to go to $1 million, right? That guy was very popular, Benji's or whatever his name was in the Bitcoin community, for saying that Bitcoin was going to go to $1 million by whatever date it was that has came and passed. No different from outliers in every single community, any sort of belief system. And I get it. A lot of people criticize us and they say, that we're investing emotionally. We, have invested in this based off of our belief system of all these things that are going to play out. And now you guys see that the Ripple emails have came out, right? And so now these little Twitter talking heads and little TikTokers are trying to put this negative spin that the corruption actually isn't in the Hinman emails and all the proven corruption that we've seen over there, but it's actually Ripple. Ripple's the bad guys because they're trying to activate influencers, because they're paying, fees and incentives to banks and institutions to use XRP. They're paying, incentives and giving XRP to exchanges so that they can list it. And these Twitter talking heads who know nothing about business and have really accomplished nothing, they try to come in and spin this as this is negative for Ripple. No, this is what every community is trying to do, which every project's been trying to do, activate a community. We have the strongest community, okay? And then when you move over to the tech and the liquidity that's being built out, it's going to be some of the best liquidity in the world. And so I think a lot of people are just jealous and they're trying to find this thing to take down their XRP army and to take down Ripple's business model and the success that they've achieved in the middle of this lawsuit where they've had to shell out $200 million. As I've been pointing out, they spent $250 million on an NFT creator fund. So they are shelling out hundreds of millions of dollars to get further adoption into the XRP ecosystem and to fight for clarity of XRP. But now we get the Twitter talking heads that try to spin all these Ripple emails back like they didn't understand their product and this and that. This is a new space, and you have conversations and emails that were getting shared years ago when all of these programs, all of these products, all of this technology was getting built out, right? And so, it's just hilarious to me to sit back and watch the legitimate people in the space like Jimmy Valley, other members of the committee, and you guys would be shocked to know some of the members of the committee, right? Some of the actual confidential members, you guys would be shocked. And it's funny how this whole conversation's come back full circle. Now that the corruption, the him and emails have been exposed, we've gotten to see it. And then we now look at what took place with Prometheum. The corruption runs deep all the way up to the Biden crime family, okay? So you have to remember, there's two separate conversations. There's the what are the damages conversation and question that we must ask. And as I've said in the past, and I'll say it again, I think that the damages are well in excess of $1 trillion. The damages done just to the XRP community and Ripple are 1 trillion plus. I'm not going to explain that again, but you guys know where I stand there. The second conversation, right, is going to be about the valuation, the fair market value of XRP. Now, there's no way for anybody to really come up with a fair market value of XRP without understanding the NDAs that have been signed with banks and institutions, besides all the deals, and without knowing Ripple's plan for the escrow. Now, Ripple has, of course, been one of the most transparent companies in the space, letting us know what they're doing with the escrow every single month. And so, for me, I see the most transparent company in the space exposing the SEC's corruption and fighting for clarity of XRP when they didn't have to. Remember what the haters say. If we didn't need XRP, if Ripple didn't need XRP and they were going to move on without it, right? Why would they have spent $200 million battling the SEC? So it's clear to me, as Brad said, XRP is the heartbeat of Ripple. When we look at the fair market value, everybody can plug in numbers, everybody can plug in variables. I've ran the numbers. You're always adding your assumptions and your speculation to these models. And so the bottom line at the end of the day, folks, is that we have a piece of property here with a cloud on title because of the actions of our government. So when we have a fair market valuation conversation, it's speculation and no one needs to get offended. If someone's crazy and thinks that XRP is going to be worth $100,000, let them be crazy. That doesn't impact you. And I did want to say, I hope you guys don't mind the suit. I had to go meet with my banker today. And that's why I was joking about having a red folder update, is because here actually I have some other yellow folders. And I wanted to make the point that all these valuations, all the crazies in the XRP community is not stopping you and me from continuing to build our businesses, our investments, and to improve our lives. See, this is the difference between the adults in the XRP community, the adults in the cryptocurrency space, and the kids that are lost in the sauce and offended. And these folks come at us for being hype and talking about this and that, even though every single video that I make, I back up with my facts and my logic. And when it's speculation, when it's my opinion, I will let you know. I don't do clickbait. If I put it in the thumbnail, if I put it in the title, I'm going to explain while it's there. I'm not here to get the community overhyped on this asset so that they FOMO in or overinvest. I'm not here to give anybody financial advice. I simply just share what I am doing. What did I do today? I went to another bank today and set up another relationship with someone who's going to be able to help me and my business move to the next level. That's what we are doing on a daily basis. The real ones within my Discord community, with the other members that we've met here recently. And as you are seeing in the XRP community, there are plenty of folks who are showing up every single day and they continue to press on with their relationships. For me, when the whole buyback red folder conversation happened, yeah, we had some fun with it. We played with it, XRP to 50K. How's this even possible? But what it was all about for me was setting up relationships with lawyers who could help me protect my assets. This is part of building your dream team. So for all of us here, we're going to have an internal dream team and an external dream team. The external dream team are folks that are outside of your organization that represent you. That would be your accountants, your lawyers, and that would be your bankers as well, like I met with today. And, you show up and you conduct yourself and, people think that I'm just doing red folder crap and just memes and I'm just trying to make a little bit of YouTube money. We are moving in business every single day and we continue to press on while we know a recession's taking place, while the rest of the space is, and the haters and the Twitter talking heads are banging their head against the walls trying to find some dirt on Ripple. Let me know how that program's working out for you, because there's nothing there. Just like MSNBC and these liberals are starting to admit now with the Biden whistleblowers that there is a there there. There always has been. Anybody with common sense who understood how our government works and understood how the Biden crime family rose to have such an incredible net worth, and how they use their position of powers, it was obvious, right? Now it's coming back, and folks are starting to realize that, yes, our government is corrupt all the way to the very top. The SEC versus Ripple case is just one part of it. The Ethereum free pass is just one part of it. It's just one chapter within the whole book that we're building out here. And we're trying to save our country. We're trying to protect our families. We're going to continue building our businesses. And I encourage you guys to cut through the noise, as we're doing over here. We cut through the noise, we cut through the BS. At our Discord meetups, we're talking about the businesses that we're going to build together. We're talking about the real estate that we're going to buy together. We're talking about the private equity deals that we're going to be able to take advantage of. And this is all happening when we know that we're switching over to a new system. We know it's all coming. We know it goes quantum. It's going to be fun. Is the valuation at a $5 XRP or a $50,000 XRP? Anywhere in between works just perfectly fine for me, because as I continue to say, at $5 and $10 XRP, it has changed the lives of so many within this community, including myself. And what are we going to do with it then? What's the exit strategy? What's the reallocation plan after we reach $5, $10? What is the program? How is your program working out? I listen to the Twitter talking heads. They're doing Twitter spaces all day. I see the TikTok talking heads doing just clown activity on a daily basis consistently. And I just ask, how's that working out for you guys, right? And then meanwhile, you come back and you hate on those in the space that are just trying to protect our fellow community members. Not get us overhyped, but understand the tech, understand the numbers that are coming into this space, and letting those folks use that education to invest accordingly. And then in an effort of full transparency, I try to put as much as I can out online for everybody to see. My Discord community gets the most intimate relationship with me and the deals that we're working on. And then here on the public TikTok and YouTube, I try to share as much as possible. You guys have seen me over the last 2 years. The momentum behind what we're building out here in our community is truly incredible. And I just feel so filled up with the support and the love from you guys, the real ones. And we just drown out the haters with our success and with what we're building. So guys, continue on. Okay, for the real ones in the space that connect with this message. Okay, whether the lawsuit ends this month, this year, next year, we go to the Supreme Court, who knows when it's going to end, but we have the truth on our side. We have the truth on our side, and XRP is just one part of us taking advantage of the greatest transfer of wealth in world history. Now, I appreciate all of you guys. If you haven't already, please smash this, hit that subscribe button, notification bell, and everything is over at my website, zachrector.com. I will see you guys in the next one. God bless you all.